Well, hello there, I'm Alchemist,
I'm Dredge Wolf.
and welcome to episode dos, gonna continue on with that, of our Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr Let's Play series.
As you can see, I did a bit of off-screen grinding. Got myself some cool new costume going on. Looking like a proper necromancer now. I got myself some new abilities. Got my ultimate,
Which is?
which allows me to summon a giant freezing flesh monster. I also made it so that my flaming skull will ricochet onto other targets.
That should be fun to see.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I also got the ability that lets me transform into a giant skeletal monster, and I improved my armor.
So does that increase your melee attack if you're a giant skeletal monster?
Oh, yeah.
Stay low
Okay.
in the grass. We've got ruddy fangs up on the hillside, and probably more down on the other side of the cliff.
Her voice sounds familiar. Has she been in something
The
before?
ruddy fangs are the biggest bandit pride this side of the Scar, and probably south of the Scar, too. This bunch has been preying on refugees fleeing the dragons, as if they haven't lost enough. Shook me down, too, bastards.
Is that why you're hiding here?
I'm not hiding, I'm waiting. Thought I might sneak into camp at an opportune moment and get back what's mine. But I've been out here for nearly a day now. I should probably just get back to Riverhold before I pass out.
I can get your things back. What am I looking for?
It's a backpack, Imperial Legion make. It was my husband's. It's just some personal items, things he had before there were damn dragons. Sorry, I'm tired and hungry. I should go. Find me at the inn in Riverhold, and thanks.
It's the
All right.
40 pounds of coke we're trying to mule in here from.
Yeah. So, one of my buddies, people familiar with my Anthem Let's Play will recognize him. Anish is joining us.
Well,
Although
howdy,
it seems
Nick.
like I accidentally left him behind.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I figured he'd just run in, grab it, and run out with me, but apparently he chose to stay and fight.
Really? No? Oh, yeah, looks like he's there making a ruckus. Do the barrels blow up?
No.
No.
So anyway, I was reading this interesting article today. Apparently some guy was being shook down by Yelp. They kept pressuring him to pay for ad space on their website by taking down 5-star reviews off his page.
No shit.
Yeah, and so what he did was he offered anyone who came into his restaurant a discount of 50% off a pizza if they left a 1-star review on Yelp.
Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah,
Yelp is really influential. That's horrible.
yeah. And every time Congress has ruled in favor of them, every time it's gone to court.
Well, I don't know. I don't see how that's a congressional issue. It seems like to me that's a law enforcement issue.
This means a lot, really. I don't have much left to remember him
I mean, that's
by.
fraud.
The things in this pack, the condolence.
Apparently
embezzlement or
the
something.
law argued that it was
When I collect his
aggressive
gold.
negotiating.
Gold. I don't need it. You've more than earned it.
Wow.
I didn't really expect anyone to help
They
me
paid
with the
somebody off.
widow out here.
Yeah.
The Khajiit don't have much love for the Empire these days. Besides, they've got enough of their own problems. Dragons and usurpers and undead. This whole world's coming apart. I'm going to make a small memorial shrine over my hearth. If I still have a hearth. I won't know until there's a break in the fighting long enough that I can get home. I barely avoided a battle between the Dominion and the Covenant on the way here.
More Dominion? They're everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Three Banners War.
No, but the Dominion are from Anthem as well.
Oh, right. Right. Those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Completely unrelated. Alright.
So it seems like you have to be a completely worthless human being to start a social media company.
Oh, yeah.
Or to run one anyway. Maybe they start out okay. Well, Zuckerberg was always a jerk, but maybe some of the other ones started out without being complete tools,
voice of reason.
and then something
here
happened.
comes someone who can help us now.
Finally found the main quest line. Let's get this started.
You must be here about my summons. Good, good. I was just telling Lord Gareshri and Chimera that someone would answer my call. Since you're here, I presume you will wholeheartedly agree to help us save Elsweyr from a rage of dragons?
A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were in the process of trying to liberate Rimmon when the great creatures arrived. Stay focused. We can deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. We'll rendezvous at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you.
Of course.
I detected several surges of power that I want you to investigate.
Alright, tell me where I can find
I was
these things.
formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do
Hard
with the
to
dragons?
say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
Alright. Well, I'll talk to these guys before we head out.
He's detecting some surges.
Another outsider comes to Elsweyr, as if we did not have enough problems between Abnor Tarn and the dragons. Ah, do not mind me. Great beasts rampaging through my homeland tends to put me in a foul mood. I am Chimera. I assist the Speaker of the Main and serve as his agent. With both the usurper queen and the dragons ravaging northern Elsweyr, there is much for me to do. Too much, I fear. But I will persevere. What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these fearsome creatures of legend have returned to threaten Elsweyr? That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abner Tarn's fault. Dark Moons, take him. That arrogant Imperial. For an advisor to emperors and a renowned battle mage, he demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution. It was Abner Tarn who entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but... What do my beliefs matter? Dragons have come to Elsweyr, destroying everything I hold dear. As the moon
Voice acting Khajiit must be fun.
path to oblivion is
Yeah.
paved in good intentions.
You get to purr
So,
and growl.
damn
Yeah.
Northarn.
And
Damn
use
you
a
for
funny
unleashing
accent.
This terror upon us.
You got to be able to roll your R's like nobody's business, though.
You're
Oh,
responding
yeah.
to Abnur Tharn's letter. One of the promising adventurers. I hope you can help us. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of Northern Elsweyr, also known as Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main,
Because it needs another made-up name.
a position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately. A few years ago, Abnor Tharn's half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and parts of Northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid. Do what Abnor Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
I don't know. Sounds to me like Abner Tarn is one of the main sources of the problem. He's related to the gal that's attacking them,
Yeah.
and he let the dragons loose. Maybe it's time to stop trusting him.
Well. Yeah, I boosted the speed of my mount. So now I can run at 2% speed instead of 1%.
Oh. Yeah, it seems like those social media companies are just behave horribly.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, so do a lot of the people on social media.
That's true.
Monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us.
Haha.
But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Don't touch the dead thing. They do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse.
Shit.
I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
That guy's got odd colored eyes. That's pretty cool. His ears are different than the ones we typically see as well.
What a stench. That's the stink of Cold Harbor.
It's a talking kitty.
How such a
It
fierce and
is.
dangerous creature ended up dead beneath our favorite rocky outcropping. This one does not wish to speculate. Only an extremely powerful mage could summon such a monster.
Thank you, Little Miss Exposition.
Yeah. Adorable little critter. Yeah, apparently there are like 7 different kinds of Khajiit, and they are all intelligent.
Huh.
Yeah. They're, it's determined by the phase of the moons.
What variety they will...
Be when they're born, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they all start off being born as like a tiny little kitty, and depending upon the phase of the moon will determine what kind of Khajiit they turn into. Alright, found a
Hard
rotten
to
turkey.
plan, you know?
What?
I mean, humans don't have to decide colors whether it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
Well, or some sort of whatever indeterminate non-binary thing going on, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, but now apparently they've got quite a few choices.
Yeah.
And, you know, how big is it going to get?
Yeah. Well, they don't have a choice. It's just... I mean,
Right.
you kind of have a choice, because you can probably figure out, you know,
Right.
calculate
If you
how
bump
long a
uglies
birth's gonna be
now,
and stuff, you know?
yeah. If you bump uglies now, who was, you know, when you finally give birth,
Yeah.
what will be the phase of the moon?
And so, yeah, apparently the, Oh.
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting so... I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness? Do not play innocent with me, stranger.
This guy reminds me of those old white ladies that like to screech at people with piercings and dyed hair on the bus.
Else would you be visiting the same places that he did?
They're screaming at the kids to get off their lawn and
Usurper Queen?
scream at the clouds.
Euraxia,
Yeah.
the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head. You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Alright. Time to go find Cadwell.
What were you doing? Snaking? It looks like they tried to put a fair amount of variety into these Khajiit.
Oh, yeah. Different types of characters and whatnot.
You took care of the grinding off
Well,
off screen so that
some of the level grinding, yeah.
you can just zip through this. You don't have to stop and kill everything.
Uncanny. It looks just like the lovely place I dreamed of. Must be why my portals led me here. Eventually. Hello. Have you come to pay your respects to this poor fellow, too? It was the strangest thing. I was looking at this very gravestone.
Is he dead?
So
Yeah, he's a
I
soul
came,
shriven.
And there it is.
Type of undead critter.
Solid and everything.
So,
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, on as a bantam gua, and here I am.
I see, yeah. Abner Tharn sent me to check up on you.
Say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it? Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
Good grief.
Foul smelling, I'll have you know, that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by bantam gua you mean my faithful steed Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
Wow, reminds me of someone I know.
Dispatch? Why would I do
The
such
person
a
you see in the
terrible
mirror?
thing? I adore
No, the person I see when I turn to my left.
Alas, Groot was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, let's go check out this gravestone. Ooh, it's ancient. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. Ow.
Voldemort.
Yeah. He who shall not be named.
Now, so this guy's dead, but he's not just a semi-mindless flesh-eating monster.
No.
Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway,
Dyslexic.
gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Why do you think you dreamed about this gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Alright, well, Abner Tharn wants you to go help him with the dragons.
I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Alright,
Well, you're basically a ghoul. I guess digging's what you
Did
do.
you hear
Yeah.
my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
He talks to a shovel. So what next?
Oh, we're gonna find the defense outpost. Survive the dragon attack.
You're not fond of roads, are you?
Nope.
Get down. I'll deal with this.
Well, that was easy.
To say, you look like you got a hell of a fall. Oh, no fall damage?
Yeah, I took fall damage.
Oh, did you?
Just a little bit.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage.
You defeated a dragon.
I discouraged it, but not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
Let's see, you were right. It was Cadwell. He's drawn to an old
The
grave.
betrayer. There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
Yeah, he's agreed.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns? Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
I already mentioned Cadwell.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's talk to Chimera.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker. It truly does.
So what can I do to help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Riemann. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet. Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker.
It's gonna force me to ask.
They are vital to our efforts to free Riemann from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
Yeah, that all kind of went without saying, but game forced me to ask that stupid question anyway.
Sure.
Just to progress with the quest.
So far, this expansion doesn't seem to have much of an overarching theme. It's so far seems to be mainly just a collection of stuff.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing, or?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing at all. It's fun.
So now you're going around looting.
Yep.
Ooh. Ha! Look at, they're kind of funny when they try and shamble in fast forward.
Yeah. Ah, that's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
I tried to jump over the fence, but it didn't work.
Squirrels again. So what are we doing now?
We're heading over to talk to Captain Nalado.
Captain Nalado. Okay.
Hopefully she's got our wanna-do.
She's gonna pay us some dough. Wow. That was harsh.
I don't know, I mean, she stabbed one of the enemies in the chest.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here?
Yeah, Chimera asked me to talk to you.
This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own, Walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life. That was one of Euraxia. the usurper queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashri. We must find a way to go on.
So everyone gets a hyphen and a 2-letter last name?
Zumag Fum
Seems
has
like it,
been
yeah.
here for some time, but our intelligence
Oh my god,
suggests his followers
the necromancer's
have
name is
recently
Zumag
on our
Fum.
side.
Oh my
Find
gosh.
Abner Tharn and Chimera. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
That completely undermines the feeling of threat that he gives.
You know what I have to tell you, the worst names are in Star Wars.
You think so?
Oh, horrible. There was first General Grievous.
Yeah.
Oh, please. And then there was some Jedi named Fistus. Fister. I think it might have been Fist. It was Fister. Fister something. Like really, Fister. Okay. I mean, one trip to Urban Dictionary says you don't use that as a name.
Yeah.
Count Dooku. That was a terrible name.
Yeah.
I've spotted dragons.
Star Trek ones aren't typically any better, though.
But it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the
They're
camp
bland.
returned.
I mean, they're just, you know.
Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents?
They're
that
not
Camilla
particularly
sought?
evocative, but they're not stupid.
I don't know. They can be pretty
I
stupid.
must join them there. The Khajiit forces have been
Like what?
decimated by this attack.
Huh?
It will take every strategy I can devise
Like
to
Klingon?
help Gareshri prevent the collapse of his militia.
Okay. Yeah, got
The
it. Yeah.
appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me. Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
You know that I'm a necromancer, right?
Hey, I know somebody who can help you.
I've dabbled with the dark arts myself and have no objection to practitioners who want to explore the limits of death and undeath. No. I am more concerned about those mages of any stripe who use their powers to harm and destroy.
Well, I can track down the source of that necromantic power for you.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Well, just wait till you have undead dragons.
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone. Find the source of this army of undead, and if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Gareshri would be lost without me. In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back.
I would say I really like Abner Tharn's armor.
Do you now?
Yeah. Looks good. What do you think?
Yeah, it's alright. And he's kind of an old scrawny guy, so he can't, you know, carry it all that well.
Yeah. But the design itself is good.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about ESO. The armor is pretty consistently pretty good. Well, that's where we're cutting it off for today. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Dredgewolf.
And I'm Alchemist.
Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And we hope you have an awesome day.
Adios.